Check fraud and other types of fraud have certainly increased over the past several years. One of the main reasons is access to technology. Technology is easier, and understanding and sophistication of technology is simplified more now than ever. Check fraud increased, of course, as the rise of COVID and virtual account opening and virtual deposits increased. We've seen that check fraud kind of rise throughout that as well. So 70% of all consumers, when they talk about their banking relationship, are concerned about some type of theft, whether that's check fraud, fraud in general, or identity theft. So it is a big consideration, both for the industry as well as consumers as a whole. The future fraud prevention actually moves us from detection, which there's a lot of technology solutions out there that do that today, to prevention. And detection is usually after the fact, that's the word. Prevention is before it happens or during the event, how it occurs, and making sure that those that could be impacted are actually protected from that. So I think of fraud as a life cycle. So it starts when there's theft, then there's some kind of detection or prevention that occurs. There may be some kind of action that's taken around that fraud, and then possibly some law enforcement engagement, recovery. But right now, it goes back to fraud again, right? That life cycle starts all over. So when I think about the future of fraud prevention, I think about something that's going to break that cycle, that's going to stop the theft from occurring again. And the way that you do that is to close the gaps that are out there today in the fraud environment that these fraudsters are actually easily taking advantage of. Look, they're agile, they communicate, their test and learn processes, see if it works, if it fails, I do something different. So from a technology perspective, we've got to make sure that we can accelerate, regardless of the partner that you're using, the solution that you're using, that you can accelerate and ensure that you're breaking that cycle by thinking about how do I not only detect, but look at predictive capabilities that actually stop the event from happening again. Or not only can I detect or I can prevent, but I'm isolating or insulating my customer from any impact that that fraud may have. And then I'm actually extending that reach to the law enforcement, to those that can engage and actually take care of the criminal activity that's happening along the way. The goal is technology should support our ability to take detection today into prevention, and finding that right partner, finding those right technologies, putting friction in the right places is not necessarily a bad thing. Sometimes that helps along the way. And then technology's got to continue to evolve fast or just as fast as those that may want to perpetrate fraud are doing today.